5 things that women lie on social media and claim to not like, but they actually love it. First thing you got to understand about most women is that a lot of them are liars and they have selective morality. So they pick and choose when they want to have integrity. Coming in at number 1, because it's my favorite, is cheating. I done said this before. Women do not hate cheating. Women hate being cheated on. Majority of women, if you have a conversation with them, you'll find out that at some point in their life, whether they was young, old, they've been another woman. Right? They've been the other woman to a man who was cheating. They had no problem being a side chick. They had no problem messing around with a man who they knew was taken. I met so many women throughout my life. I have had to cut women off because they can't seem to stop messing with other people's men. And I don't do that. Right? I don't hang around people that do that. That's a no-go for me. I don't play that. But they will sit up in your face and tell you how horrible cheating is. But the truth is, they only care when they're the one being cheated on. And a lot of them, contrary to popular belief, don't actually hate being cheated on. They hate the embarrassment that comes with being cheated on when people find out. But if the man would cheat on her in secrecy and only him and her knew that the cheating was going on, most of them, they really don't care. Number 2, a lot of women, mistreatment, they don't hate it as long as you can compensate them for it, right? Like, you can actually mistreat them as long as the money right. They'll give up their dignity and respect for money. A lot of them can be bought. So it doesn't matter how disrespectful that man is. It don't matter how terrible he treat her as long as the compensation adds up and makes sense, literally. Next, number 3, deadbeats. Women actually love deadbeats, right? Especially when he can give her all his time. You think that while she out going on these dates and he taking her out of the country and doing all of this stuff, that she asking him, well, why you ain't spending this time with your kids? No, she don't care that he ain't spending this time with them kids. She don't care that she don't never hear him talking about going to get them kids. She don't care that she ain't never seen him talk about sending no money to them baby mamas. Only person she care about is her. All right, as long as he's treating her good. And if she got kids, she only cares about the treatment that he gives to her children. Biological, not biological. She only cares about her and her situation. Attention. Number 4, women love attention. They'll sit up and tell you and lie straight to your face and tell you that they don't do this for attention. They don't do that for attention. They absolutely love attention. They love male attention as long as it's from the man that they want the attention from. Right? It only gets questionable when it's a man that they don't like. But if it's a man that they like, absolutely, absolutely. You think if her and her homegirls go out and they see a table full of fine men that they don't want to be approached and they don't want conversation had by those men? Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. I don't care what they're telling you. All right. It's the ugly dudes that's coming up and bothering them that they got a problem with. But they absolutely have no issue with attractive men shooting their shot, talking to them, conversating with them. They love that. They like attention. They go out of their way for attention. They'll throw other women under the bus for attention. They'll do a lot of things to get attention. Don't believe that. And last but not least, number 5, marriage. Majority of these women absolutely wanted marriage. A lot of these women who accepted these babies in the ring, yeah, they wanted to be married. Right? When you go into the comment section of women who get proposed to, women who get married, look at that comment section. Just full of women just wanting that to be them, wishing that had been them. Right? It just didn't end up being them. And, you know, they'll sit up and tell you stuff like, if I wanted to be married, I could. Yeah, you could, to some loser, some ugly loser. But the man who you actually would want to be married to, no, you couldn't just be married to him because he'd actually have to ask you. And he's not doing that. You know that. We know that. The men that you want to marry you are not marrying you. So no, you don't have the ability to marry the men that you want. You could get married. Anybody could get married. Get married to the person that you actually want to be married to is a completely different story. But yes, if they could actually be married to the men that they want, they would. This concludes my list.